to show you some more great DK Multimedia, the way things work. Now let's see. The first version was one of the earliest software made by DK Multimedia, so I have to launch it manually. The way things work. Boom. Blah. And
welcome to my workshop. As you can see, it contains a number of rather ingenious inventions. I've studied them all with the help of my loyal assistant, the great woolly mammoth.
hello.
Everything is arranged on these shelves. I have hundreds of machines here, along with the scientific principles that underlie them, the history of their development, and the stories of their inventors. So be my guest. Click on the shelves and explore my collection for yourself.
Okay, well, click on things and they do stuff. Yeah, this was common love point and click games in the 90s. One strange problem which this software seemed to have on this emulator is that what's supposed to be a perfect white is instead replaced by yellow. But that glitch doesn't occur in the later version, the new way things work. It sets 16 colors or fewer. No, it's set higher than 256 colors. So, that used to project the H, then it project the word 2 or something like that, but now it doesn't really project anything weird. Once again, the fireworks explodes. Boom!
Welcome to the new way things work, the fully revised and updated product of many years of painstaking scientific research on the part of myself and my colleague, the woolly mammoth. Here you will find fascinating revelations about a variety of everyday appliances and the principles that govern their operation, such as those of levers, electricity, and of course, the wheel. I have also elected to share with the world some of the most original insights furnished by our scrupulous scientific observations, some of which reached a more successful conclusion than others.
Who is this Tim guy? Right, the main feature which this version boasted was the digital domain. Well, check out this cool stuff. This featured some of the newer inventions that were written about in this version of the book. Like digital television. Hard to believe some of these things are that old. Like, yeah, this was published in the late 90s, but well, yeah, late 90s. Virtual reality. That I reckon the reason it didn't take off as much as it is now back in the 90s was because it was expensive, but boing. Anyway, the main feature which the second version of way things work was for the warehouse. I think I stopped. But anyway, here you get to see videos by the writer of the book himself, David Macaulay.
The lawn sprinkler works using the power of the water that comes into it. The water comes in, turns gears and cranks, and makes the arm oscillate back and forth, covering a very wide area. In some cases, too wide an area.
It's strange because in the way things work too, he introduced the game, but here, if you didn't know who he was, then we'll be like, who's that? Anyway, what else there? Oh yeah, I can follow him to places. I'm not sure if that's still up, or if it would even work on this emulate version of Windows.
The computer is set to change the way we all live our lives in the 21st century. Jobs, education, even shopping will be affected by the digital revolution.
Got that right.
Excuse me. Could you just hold on a moment, please? Sorry. As computers get smaller, they're going to take over the functions of other machines, such as telephones, answering machines, televisions, video recorders. I think it's under the sink, Mom.
I didn't really understand what that meant at the time, but I do understand now. Like, the smartphone here, this is a computer, technically. Oof. Let's see, how about we go to some of the machines? No, back to warehouse. Find something good to look at.
This is my electric guitar, and when the amplifier is turned off, you can barely hear it. But when the amplifier is turned on, it's the noisiest contraption in the warehouse.
Okay, let's go to the actual icon. Yes, the map would always play something funny. Or maybe not so funny, like some funny one. Let's see, see also amplifier. Oh yes, this thing I liked about was the way it showed the way things work. Like this here.
A current of electrons from the battery's negative terminal moves across the transistor through the loudspeaker to the positive terminal. When a sound wave pushes the microphone diaphragm in, a weak signal of a few electrons flows into the microphone. This leaves a lot of holes in the base. Now, many electrons from the emitter can flow through the base and into the collector. A strong current flows to the loudspeaker. When the microphone diaphragm moves up, the electron flow reverses. Electrons flow from the microphone into the base. Here, they fill up the electron holes and block the flow of electrons from the emitter to the base. No current flows.
Quite fascinating stuff. There's a third edition of a book called The Way Things Work Now, but unfortunately that came out long after Dole & Kinsley stopped making these type of software, which is a shame, by the way. Maybe you could. Sometimes you fight just because you make them fight. Anyway, how about we look at some of the principles, like inventors, like that guy invented history. Anyway, now let's look at some of the principles. Oh, as you can see here, the display is a bit different from what was originally. I prefer the old layout, but at least be less affected. One of the most interesting things was that the movie that was shown.
A recently discovered document proves the enormous intelligence of mammoths. A knight and his trusty mammoth were trying to rescue a beautiful princess trapped in a tower. The knight charged up the steps of the tower, only to find that the door was locked. Now the mammoth had a bright idea. Holding a tree trunk, he began to turn the tower. And to the knight's amazement, the tower began to screw itself into the ground, so the princess could leap to safety.
I kid you not, I think about that animation whenever I have trouble remembering what way to screw something in. The problem with righty-tighty, lefty-loosey is that right and left are relative, especially when you're spinning something. But anyway, yeah, this would show how things work. Really fascinating stuff. This one is kind of funny. Yeah, the same color of yellow, which painstakingly placed white in the previous version for some reason. Let's see. Battery. Boom. There's another one. How battery works. Zoom, zoom. Or there's another way to show that. Let's go back to the principles again. Electricity.
It was common practice for farmers near my laboratory to harvest lemons using a copper lance. I decided to help by equipping the workers' mammoths with some lightweight zinc rods which I had left over from an earlier experiment. I was surprised to see both workers and mammoths seized by invisible forces each time they speared a lemon. Although the farmers were shocked by this turn of events, I could foresee some useful applications for this new source of power.
Why would you be harvesting with a copper rod anyway? Oh dear. Light and images. Like, you can look for these here, like mixing colors. Boom. Boom. And also subtracting color, like because more color reflects less, something like that. Whatever. Like, let's just show the movie. Play.
In the Mammoth Olympics, the crystal discus was a very popular event because of each throw's exciting conclusion. Spare discuses were prepared by my apprentice, but his initial enthusiasm soon gave way to delusions of miniature mammoths parading across the wall. The apparitions were followed by very real smoke and fire. The project lost me a workshop as well as a promising apprentice.
Anyway, just gotta find some more funny ones. Endoscope, that's it. you ate a. Okay, does it show line images? Saw that one. Well, there's so much more to show about this, but don't have time to show absolutely everything. That will do for now, but I'll show you something else some other time. Bye bye for now. I remember him wearing that helmet in the 3D model there, but apparently not.